case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon Tok. Where to bring information about salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon Tok. Where to bring information about salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon Tok.
No o'clock. We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon Tok.
All right, so family, now welcome back to yet another very, very important program when it comes to the Komon Tok platform. Today, just like what we promised now, say we get an exclusive, high important program where we all, by the time we finish this program, I'm sure we go get something where we go take home and learn better one. For many months, thousands of una then they ask for let we bring one particular person na this platform for can answer, for can talk to her. But I go do myself justice. I know they have to introduce her because now already now a known name, now household name. What we don't design for this, what we don't make this conversation, we don't make her as a focal point where we all go meet today and discuss key issues there. One of the key issues what we get for looking to, we will look at the Kush. We'll put on first because we not say without well body, we're not going to even sit on here. So health and can force. But we will also look at the much talk about power sharing. A lot of people don't ask, some people get confused, some people don't know what they happen, but at least today we get the privilege, if I can't get some of the, from the horse's mouth or from the people that we get the authority for explaining to we better. And we go also look at the Fit Salon project. Of course, you know, so one of the joke to we bomber, we belle Saloma, we joke with that. So one see waiting at the gains, waiting at the drawbacks, and we also go look at the economy. These are these 4 areas we get for can look into. We don't make it in a manner in which we must get something where we go benefit from either side. We get Honourable Alpha Kan, we get for Kai explaining from the government's part, and we also get AKK, where also from the opposition, get for Kai explain to me. But I just try for usher in Honourable, like I say in the beginning, not the introducer, but I go do one justice where I think it's just worth for last say. A lot of people in the call and say, na the political pele, from the north. Other people then say, na the political midfield of Salon. Other people then say, na the orator, political orator of time. But the last one, then the entire way they circulate social media, then they call her the political GPS. Then say, no, they lost network. But one key thing what we all know for sure, this is not a fact. Now, you're not the only politician we don't serve 2 presidents in a row on with the same position. So we want to know how you do and waiting day in for Salon people about that. So I know they waste time, like I say, time not for introduce at all. Honorable Doctor, you get the platform. Welcome now, Komon Tok.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kabo. Thank you very much, and good evening, listeners. Good evening, viewers. My people in Yanda and Obayanda. I'm glad for you with you this evening.
All right.
As they say, Honourable Alpha.
All right, thank you very much. Now we get another AKK, new at this platform. In fact, it don't cast several times. At a time when people, politicians and salon, they even fear for going at the media for talk. We call them one time, we stand now they come. But instead of recent time, we see them get a name. Then say na the political pace setter. Now the first APC mandis will walk away from a discussion na radio. Some people praise them for that. Some people criticize them for that. But again, I just usher in because, like I said, the man will know that this platform. Honourable, yourself welcome to the platform. But I hope say you say no go on here today because they find out in case you don't know. I don't know if it gets to you. Right, so Famula, it looked like say AKK they get some tough time. Famula on a patient, una go confirm na the comment section if una they get we in the first place clearly. Now they get we loud and clear. Okay, it looked like say AKK gets issue with the internet. It don't go out back. I think it try for login again. We go just get a few moments, probably just few seconds. See. Okay. All right, so Fambule, apologies for that. Probably not the internet to side there. All right, it's lots for Richard because the way I just try for Richard back. Fambule, yeah, we apologize. All right, so Fambul, it look like we get issue with AKK. I think like internet and like the way we design this program, I follow for able to get a balanced conversation, so we understand clearly. However, if we're not able to get AKK, okay, all right, I think it's time for login. Yeah, so it look like say internet's foul, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for joining us back again. And I'm sure say be there loud and clear, right?
Clearly.
Okay, thanks. Let's start with the powerful doctor first. Doctor, with all those names for us, you can let's just start with light heart movements here. With all those names, you can endorse those names, especially the last one they just give you, and say the political GPS. The lost network.
Well, say when I'm born picking, not only the give self name, that people they get a name. So if the people feel that they call me a GPS, I will answer to that. To me, they give me self name. And names normally Then they try to describe the person how they and which they do and all that. So if they think that I am a political GPS, i.e. they show the direction, who side the politics of this country for go, we go better for we all as Sierra Leoneans, for you yanda, and for we within here, and for picking that we not born yet. Then if that is the name they want to give me, a GPS, which is a global position system for the politics of Sierra Leone, I will accept that. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right, okay. Now, we'll start with something very important now, yeah. We don't make waves, not only in Sierra Leone, but across the world. April in 2023, President Biobi declared a state of emergency for the Kush pandemic, where don't cause a lot of distress. We see lives in the Western streets. But the point is, people in the argue say, one, this government puts the kind necessary seriousness. All what them be do, then just announce and then left the team for spread. They're underfunded. And two, then also get any kind of a little bit like team way responsible enough for manage this as a government or person way very close to powers that be. This could be something valid for people and for say, and just announce and then the thing don't come out like what they say close to it, they come close to what they say with a lost control out of this. What's in your problem? What's in you take? Because there are no rehabilitation facility enough for people where they don't take an hospital for go rehabilitate them programs and they don't seems to be available.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kago. Well, first of all, the president, like President Bio, who's a responsible president, he's not going to make what man call vacuous statements. When you make a statement, it is anchored on commitment, anchored on the desire to deliver. And as you know, in a president, we challenge himself and challenge we say, for him in focus during in presidency 2018 to 2023 and 2023 to 2028, the focus on human capital development. Waiting at this human capital development now for make a better future for our children and also for make sure say they gain the right kind of education and the right kind of health systems, and also to fight against harmful drugs like this we can discuss. I'll focus on that because I know the topic for this evening. Like you said, on the 23rd April 2023, yes, he did make that statement about the declaration of a state of emergency on health emergency, on drugs. And that's it been serious because it set up an emergency drug committee, and also the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency get full powers. And of course, we have the TOKU unit of the police, which is the Transnational Organized Crime Unit, instead joined by that Fed state. But what the president do at that time, now been for appeal to every Sierra Leonean, mostly stakeholders like members of parliament, like my young nephew, and members of the chieftaincy, Kaira, the National Council for Paramount Chiefs, the section chiefs, the youth groups, the CSOs, civil society organizations, and even every department of government we get for do with human capital development. We include social welfare, we include the security forces, we include the police, we include the youth themselves, for them come together and form a formidable force for fight against this Kush. And me are one of the people that will be drive the social mobilization. An example will be always the key when I go offline, especially on radio. And they always use the example of Haiti. Haiti is a nice country. It is the only black republic in the Western Hemisphere. And this republic, though succumb to the forces of drug lords, to the extent that now then they dictate now waiting to happen at the country. At a point, they even stop the prime minister from returning home when he go Barbados. The drug lord then tell us they make him resign in job. Otherwise, they will go for him. And he had to resign. So this is the kind of situation we want to avoid, because when people want for put you down, they will target, let me just land. When they want to put you down, when they want to destroy you, they target your young people. And these drugs are targeting young people. And the president don't put all the teams then in place for make we able for FETA. You talked about rehabilitation centers. Yes, they're building the rehabilitation centers. Where they don't have them, they are renting them. I know that in both the rehabilitation centers.
But there is one area where church was very, very important. You said the National Drug Enforcement. There is one key figure. A lot of people, like what you they talk, so a lot of people in doubt how serious the government did. Because the person where they head down there, where they call Andrew Kai, they see this man that gets a relationship. In a video, a viral video where plenty of people and thousands of people that watch, the drug lord where a lot of people and they talk about where the body shows, they see that a lot of people say, how serious government in terms of fighting this, when this person where they had this particular national drug enforcement, they see it with body shows. We know say with if in other side of the world they are then sit down there, nobody need to ask them for resign. Is it that President Biono see her at all, or what's the excuse? Or no, we about that say this man gets late, or they don't see her with a video. In fact, then 3 days they fired ex-immigration boss when I sign Kane and Body Joes in one video, then the party. So people and doubt the seriousness about this dangerous thing, like we mentioned, Etsy, don't lose them country.
Let me tell you something. The particular video you are referring to, me no ever see him. We say Mr. Jaya Kai, they alongside the other 2 people with this. Maybe it has escaped me, or I not get opportunity for make a see him. So I cannot really comment on that. But what I'm saying is that Jaya Kai is a man we come from a disciplined institution. The military officer. He was a military officer before. He worked outside of Sierra Leone in the US. I think it was in the immigration or something like that. So he gets some kind of integrity. We know, because I know the person. But for say, I see that video where they talk about, I cannot say anything.
Okay, that's
but
fine.
I do know that he's serious about his job. I know that he's serious about his job, and he's doing job. Now that I want to say.
Okay, so these are the video where we refer to. These are the video where everybody on social media don't see, and Jai na the over so. But anyway, since you know ever.
So we hold up something. We hold up that's the president Najaya.
I hold that present, and this one with that yellow, this yellow, I think Lacoste. Now in the Andrew Jai Kai. But anyway, I go send that for you in case.
You just show me posting in Bel-Air, you not show me in face. I just a Bel-Air.
Okay, I go send that for you.
I've never seen this. First of all, now Bel-Air you show me so how you know say like Jai Kai that?
Because we don't prove her. I go send that to you anyway.
Okay, you prove it. I can't confirm because I know able to identify him from in Bel-Air. Lots of people get that kind of Bel-Air in this country.
Okay, no problem. I go send that for you. Thank you, Doc. Let's just count with Honourable AKK. AKK, you then at the opposition side, and we see a lot of people. We see the conversation on social media. First, they say Kush, we know we're going to side start, but una be in a government. People in the argue say if una be don't really left robust, wouldn't they say medical infrastructure, perhaps this epidemic for able container or not for even declare. So some people then they blame una say una not be do enough. That is one. Secondly, then they also ask that what's una they do as opposition or table or for what are the concrete steps that owner they do apart from criticizing and for support this issue of eradicating this danger we all the face in our country.
Thank you very much. I think I came in at a time where I enjoyed the last session of the question where me, uncle, and mentor they say na beleno moinsi, you know, they keep me laughing. But on a more serious note, me and one person don't hold the opinion say the president and the government has not treated the issue of Kush seriously, and because of that kind of negligence way the president and the government put in the fight against Kush, not lead to many young people don't lost their life. Let me give you a bit of a narrative. You know, I see the Honourable Alpha Kan try for get the information we available to them now they put out to the public. Let her give the information we perhaps one day eerie or maybe it has not been briefed, because on a daily basis, you know, the more you go, the thinner your aspirations can be, and the lesser information you get. In 2022, just before the elections, I wish I don't send some of them videos here to you. It was on March 3rd, 2022. I'll be fortunate for doing a guard street, and now that guard street they pull 7 young people we dying at the market, we then die of Kush. At that time, I was the chairman of Human Rights Committee in the Parliament. I brought the matter up in Parliament, and ever since that day, 2022, March 3rd, it has been almost every sitting we're talking about Kush. We went to a point where we had to force the speakers, opposition, for letting count Jai Kai Kai, then the NDL boss, come with Toko, the police, come with the Wataki people, them BO, them all kind of parliament, and we had to have a very frank conversation. And from that 2023, where we get a frank conversation after the elections, one thing we come very clear on the fact, and I hope you get a video again, a viral video, where Jai Kaikadi say they don't have even a bicycle at the drug law enforcement agency. And the budgetary allocation, he was saying this in Parliament, that the budgetary allocation for the NDLA is not up to 1 billion oleons. And it makes it very difficult. And the entire NDLA staff, now the one who contain just 10. So you begin to ask yourself, say, even if them people are decide for coordinate and ask for various results of them they even divide themselves into districts. Out of the entire country, now only 10 you get. So you will still get.
Okay, if I can jump in quick, the question where I be the time for ask that people in the blame una be in our government, una not create sufficient, robust health facility infrastructure for issue like this, so we're able to tap on, nipper in the boot before you reach you. These are the blame of the people in the blame una.
Okay. You want to take this route for you to explain the last question you first asked, which is directly on our part, which role we don't play as members of parliament in the opposition. I'll come back to answer that one. Now there they can end. So the sad reality is, from that point where we get our situation there, we had an engagement again with many stakeholders. I will tell you proudly say we moved the government move the state of emergency we talk about, and health state of emergency. We championed it, because for we, at that material time, the resources were not available. Government needed to take it seriously. The police needed excess powers to ensure they're able to achieve their results. I will tell you, say in major communities within Western areas and the provinces, the community people mobilize themselves and move to areas over and things and I get to points them, broke down then get to them day. This was in 2024, first quarter of 2024. The willingness on the part of people was so unique. The Sierra Leoneans take responsibility for the future of themselves, them picking them and everything. You see the willingness on Sierra Leoneans, but something was missing. One, we can't find out, say, the one who they take Kush, they were just being arrested, charged, sent to prison. I said, no, this is not the approach. I had several meetings with the IG, and in some of the meetings, we can't agree, say, no, they need to send them to rehab centers. This is how the rehabilitation centers came in. It was not a government initiative. No way. It's out of our due diligence as a committee of human rights. So we need to get rehab centers because them people they take push, they are committing a crime, but for this level where they are also victims. If you look in a prison, in fact, they begin dying at the cells then. Therefore, they come with the idea of creating rehab centers. It will shock you, say, even when we think forget rehab centers, there was also no money to run those rehab centers.
Okay, so
it not only stop there.
Because of time, of course. Yes,
I go round up. Okay. So another investigation will come out very clear. And this is one thing most people have not spoken on when it comes to this issue of Kush. Almost 70 to 80% of the youths them who they interface with, where na Kush victims are people where this government, where me Uncle Alpha Kan serve, were deprived of taking the WAS examination. So they created frustration for the kids. They deprived the kids from taking their exams in the human capital endeavor they talk about. The kids end up taking Kush out of peer pressure for cushioning the frustration when this government calls for them.
All right. Okay.
Waiting the government with Alpha Kan.
Honourable, let me drop. Yeah, look. But we agree on timing. We agree on timing.
I agree.
You're on 6 minutes now.
Okay, let's just plan this one. Maybe that will be a good footing for him to come in. The government where Alpha Kan serve as minister of both mines and information, when there were in the indicators of drugs, they made this one of the strongest laws in the sub-region.
Okay. Thank you.
So therefore, the platform of fighting drugs.
You get another. You will continue with the other side when they can join it. Like with this issue, just one more line, and then we're done with them because we get other things to look at. Now, Doc, you go able to tell me when it comes to rehab because the thing is clear now. How many rehabilitation center government? Because we see that then this year President Biego visits one now Hastings, and of course we see a very big to compare the kind magnitude of the case. How many rehab center we don't get?
Thank you very much. First of all, let correct me, nephew there. We say the rehab centers not to be a government initiative. But they also go further for say, Nadema as members of the Human Rights Committee in Parliament take the initiative. I want to make you know, in our member of Parliament, member of the legislature, in this, our government is made up of 3 arms: the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. If he's a member of the legislative, another legislative day, now they make the initiative for a lot of government say we need rehab centers. It is wrong for him to say that not to be in government do harm, because Parliament is part of the government of Sierra Leone. That they are one for clear. Then the question of the rehab centers. There are rehab centers. First of all, the first one where they make na Hastings. And for saying money not been there for run, I mean, it's not true because I am very close to the Ministry of Social Welfare because of my job as spokesman for the president. And also because I'll be also going to serve as social mobilization consultant for NACOVAC for the fight for COVID. So I get good relationship with them and I followed. And I do know, see, government did put out a lot of resources to the extent that there were about 120 young people will go through that rehab center there. And when they come out,
Doctor,
government will be able to give them start up capital.
There is a video of Kai where they say they don't even get bicycle. Then would just tell the producer if that video they law put on. He said they don't even get bicycle. It be the complaint and parliament back then. So that video they available. I'm sure probably by the end of the program they're gonna put out. Yeah. Just so maybe something you don't ever see, but there is a video to the effect for say money no day.
So I can come in now?
Yes, go ahead, please.
The video not in.
No.
So
the video there.
No, not yet.
Morning, I said
let's
morning
waste
not
time.
there. Yes, go ahead.
You know, so for now, let me tell you this. If NDLEA not get bicycle, the police get motorcycle. If NDLEA not get bicycle, the military get vehicles. Social welfare get vehicles. You see, the fight against Kush, not one agency get up. It is an all of government activity. So see now they get vehicles.
Okay.
They're not being a bicycle. But the sister agencies where they work together, then you get. So all that not fine for make we talk these things because they are too vacuous for us to believe them. This is a government where you work together.
Well,
we coordinate and collaborate.
This part of this question, we just want to make it to 2 minutes so that we move on to the other one then. AKK, if you said get 2 minutes for add on this one, people will still love this Kush issue.
But you don't give me 2 minutes, no.
2 minutes on the I check.
Let just make one clarification. When I speak here, I recognize the fact I am part of government by the virtue of the Amwadi. But the question that was asked on me as a role of the opposition party. So I stated our role we don't play to the point where we force government to forget state of emergency. Well, I am Honourable Alpha Kan happens to be the
in Parliament. In Parliament, I listened to you that day. The Parliament you make up. Yes. And Parliament is part of government. So you were a member of government at that time.
So again, when it comes to the issue of not having money for rehab centers, I don't know the presidential spokesman and the president, who should I trust in this? Because when the president was in hunger, when he addressed the unions, he said money not there for rehabilitation centers. And by
all over the country. Oh, I'm talking about Hastings. Hastings was the first one.
Yes, sir. Please. Just land, sir. I am not one thing where I show interest for this issue. And always show interest and not use them as political reason. I follow and through. As I talked to you, so last week, Monday, when I be there free tongue, I meet with Jaya Kai for know if anything has improved in the NDLE. Nothing has improved. If I'm more staff than them, they total of 10. I think now they have about only 8. 2 don't resign. And the truth of the matter is, if you look at the magnitude of young people where don't come in contact with Kush, and you look at what in government say, now the only way they don't rehabilitate as a result of Kush, you see the total mismatch in the two data. Because even the comrade will get them picking and say, by the time Minister of Social Welfare they get back to them, most of them picking and they don't die. So the truth is, the time lapse, when we talk about government not being serious, we are not saying they have not done anything now. But the time where it takes government from 2022 to 2025, the time where it takes government, if I'm in McKinney,
all right, Honourable, get for left hand there.
It is a time lapse. Government not serious for fight Kush.
Yeah, we get for left hand there. We'll come to the other side of the program when are the power sharing. This is now one of the more talk about topic rather than social media, and Sierra Leone and get interest because then is like this, like unprecedented. Now, Doctor, I'll count for you. People in the ask this idea where presidents build the float around or let power sharing take place. People are asked critical question: why not start immediately after the tripartite? That is one. Secondly, they also ask, why is a proposal after 2020, where in time they don't? And another day, you raise one key you try for define what you mean, what in government mean. You call what in constitutionalism. I hope so. You remember that would the way you be putting the media. Epuba, you know, if you say people and get valid points for say, if this man genuinely he wants for power sharing, why not for don't starter? Is it a way for maybe for people and get what they say immunity proof, or then just get one pot? If somebody, if he power change hands, let there be no accountability for any other person around where perhaps go don't put on government money, we own money, consolidated fund, all that stuff. You know, there are a lot of things that we plan to look at. Tell me, but let we understand this particular power sharing. People unprecedented.
Well, it is not unprecedented. Power sharing actually means inclusive governance. Inclusive government who don't get them before. Inclusive government who been get them in 1996 when President Ahmad Tijan Kaba became president of Sierra Leone. For him to win that election at that time, he began to call on several other parties for join him and the runoff. And one of the parties we joined now APC, we joined SLPP. One of the other parties we joined now PDP. One day we know, and of course CDP in Kono of Bukoroma. When they come together, when you win, you make a government of national unity at the time. The late Honourable Temu Bangura was Minister of Finance. The late Honourable Yembe Mansare, Dr. Yembe Mansare of the APC, was Minister of Energy. So this don't work before. But then somehow down the line, because it was not encoded, now been discretionary arrangement, they get for fallout when they get for scatter because situations change and people's ideas change down the line. But when it is encoded, things like that, where President Bionaide proposed, so that him as president, or whoever comes after him in 2028 is president, be it me, Alpha Kan, you never know, say, I'm a president, I don't get no power. For say, when I'm sharing power with AKK, maybe he would be the opposition leader at the time. Probably can second pan the elections. And then they have enough votes to have a threshold. That threshold allows them to have members of parliament, and that allows them to sit at the table. So no, it is not unprecedented. It also happened when the war been the rage. The only way we could have broken that war, and because President Bio then been going to Bush for the Sanko, and then President Ahmad Tijan Kaba continued the peace process until the Lomé Accords. The Lomé Accords now then lead to the power sharing arrangement between RUF. Can you imagine? Somebody we not responsible for the death of 10,000 people who will make him almost a vice president at that time. Because we needed peace. We needed to end the war, and that stopped the war. But the sustainability was not there because it was not encoded in our constitution. So what did President Biode say? This thing works. It stop tensions, it reduce tensions, it stop conflict, and at the same time, it bring unity among us. So if it is working that way, why we not come up with it and then try and encode it so that one man no go say, well, since I'm in the leadership of this thing, I will change my government as and when I want. No, everybody who is participating in that government will go for lead, will take the lead from EU leader of in party with the insider. What is he saying that power sharing, I would call it government of national unity, is one that unites people. While this first past the post, winner takes all, it's a divider. The other one, they unite we. So let us look at it from that point of view. It creates what you have, harmony in the country. It creates one purpose for us to have one direction. If we all pull the same direction, the country could go before. But if one person they pull that way and another one is pulling the other side, who's how not go? You can move 10 inches, then somebody will drag you back 7 inches, then the total progress will not go make over 5 or 10 years, not 3 inches. It does not work that way. We have seen countries where they practice this. Belgium is a great example. Switzerland is a great example. Germany is a great example. The only place, maybe in London, I don't know, London, now they no more they practice first past the post there because, you know, see, they are a monolithic country. The one tribe, England, the one tribe. Yeah, we have 16. We have to put them all together. These things work when you have this diversity.
Yeah, I'll be patient for at least the 5 minutes done. This now be on point now. When I say unprecedented, because we know say, you know, happiness in the sense you refer to the Lome Peace Agreement, coalition different from power sharing. And you also mentioned...
No, not at all. No, not at all. I disagree. Coalition means working together and sharing power.
Okay.
Working together, same responsibility.
Maybe that's what you see. That's fine.
It means the same thing.
That's fine. That's what
you asked me about constitutionalism.
Yeah. With the company,
let me answer that. Let me answer that.
You mentioned this country. I get interest for them country. You mentioned Belgium. You mentioned Swiss. These countries that we just mentioned, so they get their constitution. And in Swiss, they don't even get a powerful leader. They don't get the idea of being president because they get other constituencies there where they're almost autonomous. In other words, they will make their own law and everything revolves around federal, not federal governments.
It's a federal system. It's a federal system. It's part of it is another form of constitutionalism. If you want a federal system, propose it. We have proposed inclusive government. If you want a federal system, propose it. It is in the conversation. We've thrown it out there. We're looking for ways where we will make our own government, our own country more peaceful, more productive, more development oriented, and it creates room for everybody to have a say at the decision table. We are doing it already here where he is sitting in parliament today because of PR. He is sitting in parliament today because we share, and it is working in parliament. It don't work in the council. Why for work in the executive?
Now they bring on this idea of power sharing. You know, even then at the constitution and the country they will just give us so that federal system they get. But anyway, we come back to you. The constitutional
Belgium does not have a federal system. Belgium does not have a federal system.
They have
a constitutionalism. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. It's one country, one government, but power shared between the Walloons and the French.
Okay,
because they know they agree. But they have a constitution that allows for them to share power.
All of this one, and we will find out as time progresses. That bring Honourable on the side. A lot of people that don't argue. We self don't argue. I'm sure not self don't argue. Say we, when this aspect of winner take all, it breed what you say resentment. It bring tension. A lot of people that don't condemn her or don't criticize her. If governments propose the idea of power sharing, why the opposition they frown at her at all? What's not afraid?
Firstly, basic things and they will need for correct. Most of the countries where the presidential spokesperson don't talk about today are parliamentary systems of government. They are not presidential systems of government. Secondly, the scenarios the way you don't talk about Sierra Leone, now political parties getting coalitions and not the opposing side of the elections. And not we say people will be in a UNPP join SLPP. No, it's talking about a coalition where APC gets, where I read part of the histories of the APC with the SLP at that time, and we get few people away SLP appoint under Pakaba. These are coalitions of political parties. They are different from what he's talking. What it is say is a dangerous part to even think about. I don't know. There are certain levels where they reach in their life. Some amount of I don't care what the outcome is. I don't care. The situation where I lead the country to, I need to protect myself now. And that's the way I see the presidential spokesperson speaking. It failed for Giwi a sharp contrast between when he was in government under the Anis Baikoma regime. how they dealt with the opposition. The situation then deal, because all this way they talk about now the tension within the country, now the yardstick. There is no war, because all of this way they talk about, all the example they don't give. Now Salone and other countries, there are war, there is broke down in governance. In Sierra Leone, there is none of that. They were in governance. He was a minister, political affairs, mines, information, presidential advisor to the president. Let him tell us what they did that was unique to keep the country in peace and stability, where the government where he go join now, no able to do, where they create chaos now the country, we made them think so we need a one-party state. But let me tell you this. The people of Sierra Leone need to be wise up, and they need to follow political trend going forward. Waiting then they propose for. Now the biggest scam of selfishness by self-centered politicians, where we say, hey, come on, Kagbo, no worry. We will know we'll also Uncle Alpha Kan go in our ministry. Me go in our ministry. Lord just now just like a Paris club, the one we do. A Paris club of politicians neglecting the needs of the people.
But certainly, resentment day if one party win, the other person not gets. Some man from way lost power from 2018, 30 they not get job safe.
No, the one the way they look for job in politics, they move to the SRPP. The one the way they look for jobs to and at the APC, from the APC will be the SRPP, they move camp APC. You can forget that kind buy and sell in politics. It is all over the world. But let me say this. Democracy is designed to have an opposition because the people get a say in the governance. And the only guarantee where the people get a say in governance now through the opposition. Because man they had up today, no means say they will propose a system where go disenfranchise the people's voice. Because imagine if I am part of governance from the opposition, whose moral standing I get for condemn that government. So let we be at the ad hoc small. I think this is all about transaction and politics. No worry. All go in government. No, let us start
I was stupid because
politicians to believe
the 5 minutes don't.
This is
Now just ask, you don't see anything good in power sharing? You don't see anything good in that?
It's a manifestation of simple selfishness, greed. People will get fear that when government change, they might be victimized. But I want to say this.
All right. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, lads.
No, well, I think I can come in now.
Yeah.
Where some of don't benefit from. I don't think say a need for
Honourable Issa will just take 1 minute on this one before we done this subject of power sharing. Issa get 1 minute.
All right, let her tell my young nephew, say, people like us at our age, all we think about is the next generation. That is you. We don't see how this country, for the past 60 years, with this winner takes all, is taking us nowhere. We know that when the parties come together, after the people have decided who they want to lead them and how much power they want another party, whether it be the opposition or another party, can get, when they don't do that in a party election, in an electoral, a democratic election, then wise heads will now go look at the Constitution and see how we can make this power reach every corner. I'm not even thinking about the people who are in power. You're thinking about the people you left behind, the people who will be struggling for 5 years and 10 years after your party would have lost the elections in 2028. Somebody else will be there, and then the people will be, you are able to get out of this country and go somewhere. But these people will not be able to do that. So unless you are selfish, that when person is selfish, now you go talk, say, you know what, let them shape. The one who selfish, now you want like a gamble man, when gamble man go throw in dice, he win, he take all, he go. Well, all man, he take 6 to run after him. You know, he talks about an important point. He said, the 10 women in an APC, this kind of noise not been there. Yes, because the SLPP party then, when they were in opposition, they were very disciplined. Now, only once I see them go on the street. That is to walk from Cotton Tree to the CID for demand the release, of Lima. That is it, and they did that orderly. Their leaders were there. But this, una your time now, una in opposition, from where President Bio take power 2018, it is all hala every day. We did come tomorrow for sale and all that. You disrupted the opportunity for President Bio for enjoy quiet enjoyment of his leadership. We are not getting a chance. That is why, and he has to be strong enough to parry your attacks. So that is why, that is the secret. When I was in government, where you were not at that time, I was there. At that time, the SLPP would be the good at the party office. They allowed us to go there. We were doing things, we were doing things together. They were solid members of APA. For now, they take part in APA self. That is the problem, you see. The all parties, all political parties association. So this is the problem you have. We know they give the people the quiet enjoyment. They gave us quiet enjoyment and waited for their time. You did not. You're not. You're shouting electoral justice. You're shouting this. You're shouting that. For the past 2 elections, we lost in 2018. We are not accept. We are lost in 2023. We are not accept. You are not democratic. You are sore losers. You are bad losers. That is the problem. So to avoid bringing the population into it, now you make them say the better thing is let me shape this power so every region has its own. When a siren goes to Makeni, let siren go Bo. When a siren goes to Pujahu, let siren go Cambia. When siren go Kabbalah, let siren go Suleman. This is what they are saying. So everybody has a stake. And then you get, thank you, sorry.
It's okay.
Kagbo, you never allow me to respond to this because
you said get 2 minutes, please. Let me just manage the time.
It made series of errors whilst it addressed the issue. I think the Honourable Alpha Kan ought to know the difference between the APC structure as a political party and social media bloggers and social media influencers. If he get the tendency for use waiting in a social media, whether electoral justice or any other thing, and straight onto the APC, that is unfortunate. But this is what I want to say. People in class, we don't enjoy the good part of the governance that's alone. Hot to
all right, so look like say AKK in phone or internet don't get an issue. It don't stop that side there. As when they come on the other side, where I'm sure a lot of people are worried about with the Feed Saloon project. All right. AKK there with me. I think you don't freeze. AKK there with me. All right. Will look like say AKK don't freeze. From Musa they look like say internet. But all right, will they get 1 more minute? Okay, I think it's in the council self. Okay, so AKK don't go out first. I'm sure it will come back internet. And your question will be definitely different from you. We will continue whilst we still do the program until January. The Feed Saloon project. This time project where that the flagship program of you in 2023 campaign for say it will ensure say it will change the narrative. And I know I ask how is it going, because definitely it could be a good sign. But what I just want to raise now that when President BOB campaign as an opposition candidate, it says something. I don't know if we producers still will able to play that clip then. Just few seconds. I don't know, like just declare a send for me. Maybe sometime you don't ever see that clip date, and so we just want to let you probably respond this now one of the things there where they talk about the internet, so they can say the internet's not the forget. Okay, I think it is on. I think then we book out and for okay. While somebody waits for AK, I'll just take you to memory lane.
Of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic.
Okay, back then it is said the rest now be 200,000, but of recent time we see say the rest go up to 1 million. Back some places they say even go up to me not in the country, but every month we send money. We know we understand, so we know every month we know it's in the communal yarn. They say sometimes
before you conclude,
okay,
I still get 2 minutes before I get back.
Yeah, go ahead. You get 2 minutes. Yes. I'll be just one jump on the feet.
So I be say at that time we Alpha Kan in governance, and this bad communication of the APC not they allow the SLPP for rule, the APC not they allow the SLPP for rule. It is so unfortunate for people who don't enjoy and don't see governance in all through their life, for they make them kind of public utterances here, because this is not good for the democracy of this nation and not good for the security of this nation. At no point in time has the APC stopped President Bill from coming to the office, or they don't make a policy where the APC as a party don't go and say, oh, because this don't happen, we know this is what we are going to do. There is no point. So the truth of the matter is, when you get people where they jump from one political party to the other, the only way that they survive now for fear political conflict and political hatred within political parties. And that is what has affected this nation all through these last 5 years. And this is where we have people what we expect say for able to hold the balance of the two political parties, because of where they don't serve. They create, when they make some of their statements here, you see where the concept of greed they lead the nation. We are saying as a party, if it is not broken, why do you want to fix it? Political parties win elections. You stay in opposition. Okay. You believe your party will win. We believe we are going to win in 2028. We are sure. If we want to pick people in the SLPP way, now good citizens, we get good the manpower where we need for push the government, we can appoint them. We don't need a power sharing. Okay, just a manifestation of greed and selfishness.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So like I been saying, the feed salon, where now the flagship program of President Bill. In that discussion back there, the rest was 200,000, but the rest go up to 1 million. Some side and say that fine rest that feng able get now 1,100, 1,200. Now, yes, we also know say it don't count on a little bit, but people say for let it salon actually work, if we're able at least meet and count time to the point to say actually meter. You know if it's a valid point, people and they put so.
Yes, okay, before I answer that, make I just tell them why President Bill go find it difficult for visit the APC party. First of all, they don't recognize him up till now as president. For the past 2 terms, they not congratulate him like him do. In 2012, he go in a party office, in a state house. He go congratulate President Kuruma. So President Kuruma go feel free for going at them office because they don't accept him. But it's up till today. They don't accept and say not to the president of Sierra Leone. So how can you go into your house? So forget that. Now, feed salon. They been get objectives, 5 of them. The first objective, the import substitution, i.e., how for reduce the amount we spend for the bring rest come out now other people country for can feed we safe, for bring yabas from other side, for bring tamatis from other side, for let we can eat. And these are all things that we can grow in this country. Okay, for that, because of the brevity of time, the import substitution don't work. Back in 2022, before the launching of the feed salon project, rest what we import into this country now be $177 million. $177 million. When they launched this feed salon 2023, the import bill for rice don't go down to $159 million, which is almost $20 million less in 1 year. But the feed salon is a project for 5 years. This is just 1 year. So we don't increase the local production by 18%.
1 year, not to 2 years, not to 2 years, madam, you don't take so you go to 3 years.
No, I said 2023 to 2024. I not give you 2025 figure.
Okay.
Because no come away. I give you 2024 figure. 177 million to 159. That is how much? Now about 17 to 18 million dollars. The difference in just 1 year from that. And the other impact on that is that WFP, where they feed institutions, schools and all that, they don't reduce their import bill by 40%. Now then they buy locally. Right now they have bought 40,120 bags of rice from local farmers, from 7 districts, and 12,000 farmers in 7 districts. So it also say the local economy self they improve. So that is it. And now you talk about the price of rice. The price of rice was 60,000 when me, Alpha Kan, were in APC. We receive out. We take over the government. But by the time they left, or we left, in 2018, it was 300,000. Then a 5 times. 5 times increase. But from that time,
let me finish.
That 200,000 was before the end. They not be done it. That was the time they were doing the debates and things like that, the campaigning. No, that was it. But then I tell you, by the time we left, I was a minister at that time, and I know how much less cost. It was 300,000 when we left. Now 5 times. And now from there, we will take them, where this government take them 5 times. Now it is 650. Now only 2 times, 2.1 times of what it was at that time. Because this government don't get a tendency now for reverse things in Sierra Leone. Because Sierra Leone are the place where if price don't go up, they ever can go. But apart from the rice, we don't see safe fuel. Where we don't go up, it don't can go now, and it is steady at a price and sustainability, where the area but fuel shortage at all because of the good management of the economy. So the feed salon has made a big impact. The feed salon in contribution, I make today. The inflation in Sierra Leone, at October last year, 2024, it was 56%. Those are World Bank figures. Those are IMF figures, not to government figures.
Okay.
Today, the same World Bank in October 2025 tell we say now 5.6%. Okay. It lost 50 percentage points. So it has shown you that the economy has been managed well enough for let the inflation rate go down to that level. And for let the interest rate stay steady. So I am saying that the salon, it don't make rice price don't go down. It don't make egg price don't go down. Because if Nakeni, which I go last week, if they buy a carton of eggs for 800 billions or 800,000, whatever I call it.
All right, let me ask you a question when they sell let's just jump into. You talk about the World Bank, and this we know this, and a lot of people when they read also know this. But it's good where they come up from ministers. Then the Minister of Finance was on I think Radio 98.1. He said, when IMF World Bank then come, now then they give them now then they give them, now then they waiting in the give them. This not to rewards. So basically, a lot of people this. But I'll not be one ask this question, but you bring and come. Inflation from 56%, it don't come to, according to government, so single digits, which is 5.3 at the moment. But this tend to reflect to the ordinary person in terms of purchasing power. So that raises a serious concern, a question. How we own go different? If other country inflation go down, things are certainly for go down. But we own from that high, when I say Gambia's go down, but you're not even church at all. You get 1 minute on that before we jump on. This I'm your
all right. Okay, well let me tell you that the impact is felt by the ordinary man right now. Mm-hmm. The only example I can give you, they say only way to disprove a fallacy. Show one thing, only one thing that it is not. The price of rice was nearly 1 million, Yusuf said so, like last year, coming to earlier parts of this year. Now it's 650 leons wherever you go in Sierra. It's a drop of 350 leons, 35%. And you say no get impact? It get impact by me. Because me, when I been they go buy rest, normally, the half bag rest I can buy for me, begin and also all that. Half bag. I mean, they give them 500,000. But when they go, they bring for me back a change of 150,000 in my pocket, 35%. So that is something I feel it is important for make we know that. So for just to talk generally, like generalize, and then you don't look at specific issues where they make the impact on the people. And instead, the one thing where they make impact on people, nada Mondores.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Now,
so that is making a difference.
Let's bring AKKs. So AKK don't really waiting doctor don't say in terms of the strike. As opposition, first you want comment on any of those? You get still within 5 minutes. But your specific question is that we know this business where we know the joke with our bomber over the decades of we don't they fail behind. What kind of strategy? How am I going to do some? What's the different? How am I going to do things differently or get things right? For less alone people forget at least for even worry. Because when I be the Ukraine, the staple food na katoshka when that what the corner salon each potato now next to nothing. Next to nothing. It's so cheap. They make sure it's affordable. As an opposition, what you wanna go do different to? If I get the opportunity for going to government back. AKK did it? All right. Family, we apologize. It looked like AKK they struggle with connectivity in the country na your side, because I'm sure doctor himself in the same side, in the same country, same city. But anyway, we go get some time, maybe just a minute or so.
You get me now?
Yeah, we get you. They get you. Yeah, it look like
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't the province. Yes, I follow through. Let's just make some correction.
Okay, very good.
You know, when you listen to the president, when you listen to the presidential spokesman and you listen to every other person at the government, the data and the informations they're not correlate, and they are so disjointed in fact that you get tendency now to be asked yourself who that for believe when it comes to assembling of facts. Firstly, what thing caused the inflation rate they drop? I wish if I don't talk say, because the Minister of Finance was very bold when he was in Parliament, say then do a rebasing. And for people in economics, when they say rebasing, it has to do with series of dropping of the collection rates of tax, dropping it down, and they include more other people than they come into the tax bracket and every other thing. It is just a rebasing. This is basically an economic methodology where they use, because we don't reach as a country, we don't reach a point where we borrowing was becoming very, very, very much challenging. That nobody no one do business with you when it comes to borrowing, because when you look at we inflation rates, with GDP, we exchange rate, everything was just going up. So because of that one day, wait till you get a situation in which you get the Minister of Finance and the Ministry of Finance, we are bold, they come out very clear and say what we did was rebasing. But let me come to talk about one thing to talk about. You know, sometimes in the economic indicators, we get for do with the social livelihood, the food and other things where they talk about, where they do the analysis of drop in imports, ask yourself the question, how many people will feed themselves again when they eat up to 12 cups, where plants use for each 12 crops? The thing is simple. If I am a businessman, I will not import more when the demand is less. The quantum of money we sell and they use for buy one dozen rest or 1 cup rest, and then salary when they receive today, you have to buy rest 1 cup rest at 50 million or 100 million.
Yes, that because of the hardship make the imports reduce, not a government policy.
If a former minister is telling you they only able to afford for buy half bag rest, what about the teacher? What's he go buy? So you see, say there is a drastic drop in the consumption pattern. Again, he talk about this. When you talk about feed salon, I dare the presidential spokesman for read the audit report, the performance audit on Ministry of Agriculture from 2018. where this government buy machines for agriculture, where for boost agriculture, harvesters and everything. All the machines and they pack now, you see. It's not my making. This is the audit report where they publish, where they know they read. Go to that audit report and tell you how much government invest in their machines and where the machines and they work, where the audit report is saying if their machine and they be work, if 20% of their machine and they be work, we were able to improve we domestic production to almost 40%. So you see yourself in a position where the government is so disjointed with fact that they come up to tell us in our faces that we don't reduce importation because of the production. Where are these farms? Who is producing? I come from a rice bowl in Gambia, and I can tell you with authority, say nothing has improved. Let me tell you one thing. When government they give fertilizer, this is now one of the other sad things.
But rest don't go down. Rest was 1 million, 1,100,000. The rest go down.
Okay, let me come to the rice. Let me come to the rice.
No, for him that is nothing.
This is
for him that is nothing.
This is where I talk about honesty. This is where
that is not honest.
And I will emphasize honesty as the benchmark for this conversation.
That is not honest.
When you go to the world market, Google yourself, you have a phone. They tell them they sell yes 1 million a saloon. What's not be the standard of the price in the international market? Currently, if you look at the calculation between the time they sell yes 1 million to now, in fact, we for sell the rest below 300. But what they do as a government, they brought in a price formula. They added 20% tax on rice. So even the current price where you buy rice, alone, looking at the global trend and the rice calculation, is a manipulative wickedness on the part of selfish people waiting at this government. But let me say this.
Okay, you
if you say
words are very free in your mouth. Words are very free. That's what I see. I wonder if you understand what they mean before you use them. That's the problem. I noticed that. You're very easy for use words.
You 5 minutes.
Very easy.
Can I land?
No, you 5 minutes on dollar. You 5 minutes on dollar.
Very easy for using any kind of words.
You join two with you cannot look at the issue again for do with agriculture, feeds alone, and the economy. These are two related issues. So how they deal with them concurrently.
No, well, we don't look at it as one because feeds alone, we know so when I talk about food now, agriculture simply without agriculture.
Okay. I heal.
Okay. All right. So, Fambula, we come on the last part of the most important thing. We think maybe at this juncture we'll just take 1 minute break. At least we stretch and then we wrap up the program here. And of course, I know say thousands of now go on and ask 1 or 2 questions, and I hope the panelists will allow we for at least to take those questions as we tradition are. And of course, I see hundreds and hundreds of messages and don't come. Of course, we must get for people.
Now for the time we don't pass our fasting. Some of we get for work tomorrow.
Yes, no. We just take 1 minute break and then we come back for and continue. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon Tok, where they bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this now Komon Tok, where they bring information about Salone. For education, entertainment, political affairs.
All right, so Famul, we don't come now the other side of the program. The last part of the program. Before we continue, we just want to announce it on the 16th. Now, on the 16th of this month, we get a national prayer. We get interfaith prayer for the country salon. We get a pastor from Australia, and of course, we get another a very renowned imam. We can join we for can pray for salon and for the Kush. And of course, we serve as a platform. We get to team on the 16th. We go across the country, we go and campaign for the Kush, for sensitize young people. We just not pass our information to now. Now we come to the last part. Pretty much when I don't more or less the church, when I don't touch on this key area, the state of the economy. And so I'm sure maybe probably not just short answers and I will go give you. And I'll just start with you, Honourable Alpha Kan. We see clear now, the Minister of Finance, they say this is something that we just want to bring rebasing. But the minimum wage in the country, even the due for that person even buy maybe it will sustain for 2 weeks. And we they see how governments they say their economy is is getting better, it improve. But again, as always, what's in government they talk, it don't seem to be reflecting in reality, in real time. What is missing here?
Today, I mean, just listen to Prime Minister's questions by England. When the
Right, family, apologies. Look like say internet's back door and bug, Dr. Kan.
yeah, okay, they are even also.
Yeah, there you loud and clear.
When the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition, I mean, the trade exchange ideas. The Prime Minister, because of the state of the economy, don't force them to go back on campaign promises of not raising taxes, not raising national insurance. Economy is dynamic, it changes. We have not done that. We have not raised taxes. We have not done anything of the sort. But we see that the consumer price index is going down. And that is one of the parameters you use to measure the impact of the state of the economy on the people out there in the state. I go back to basic commodities. I go back to the cost of rice. I go back to the cost of onions, yabas, where at some point these were Naboy picking price. But now it's gone down. And you cannot tell me that is because of rebasing, because the cost of a commodity doesn't change when you rebase. It is your volume of cash that changes. So what I try to say is that the management of the economy is improving. The Minister of Finance is doing well to the extent that you are able to drop by 15%.
In the eyes of government, he's doing well. In the eyes of government, he's doing well. But for the
and in the eyes of other people too. In the eyes of other people who want to see the fact, who are honest, they see it. In the eyes of the people who go to the market, they see that prices are going down. They are not the same as they were before. They were not the same as they were 6 months ago. So if there is an improvement, let us say, yes, there is an improvement. Even though, as they sit there, they want to be in State House. So they will say anything for them to be able to get to State House. Because that target is to make sure that people see this government as a non-performing government. Okay, but the people know differently that the government they perform.
Okay, you know? We as time on the beat, we I'm sure a lot of people and themselves want just take 1 minute. AKK, you get 2 minutes follow at least during that time because I self one go and there's a lot of people.
You give me 1 minute, you got 2 minutes. You let AKK pass me.
AKK 1 minute. Your uncle let a give chance.
No, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. I'll be picking. Give him 2 minutes. Like you get 5 minutes, you cannot rebuff what I have just said. Right. You can change the figures.
But I think so at the same time as you, at the same time. Anyway, okay, go ahead. But yes. You Look like say you will not get you.
The voice, audio.
No, still not get you. Maybe
You're on mute.
Yeah, maybe if you go out and kind back, maybe it will better off. Better. Okay.
On mute.
Yeah, so family, we apologize. You know, AKK say not in our tongue, not a free tongue, it in the provinces, and it get challenged with connectivity. Sorry about that. And all right. Yeah, they get me. Talk about law seafood, they get you. Now they get me. Yeah, but we know they get you. Doctor, you get her? Doctor, you get her? Dr. Kan, you get her?
No, I know they get her.
Okay. AKK will not get you.
Okay.
Maybe it's accidental. Yeah, you don't come now.
Would they get you now?
Did you get me now?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't come.
So
You accidentally push them.
The right Honourable Alpha Kan need for talk to MP na Poloko. You know why they say sincerity of purpose? There was a time where we call all the rice dealers in our parliament, and government is giving them incentives not to increase the price of rice as currently as it is. So not to because we are doing more harvest, is because government is the price of formula the business people, and they're being given incentives.
But not the whole of government for cushion even the country they are, they give subsidy, they cushion.
The picture they create is because we do more harvest, I made the rest they can do, which is different from an incentive and a situation. In this current situation, now government they give people the extra money for letting not increase the price. That's one. Secondly,
no. I disagree. Government don't get money for give dealer for reduced price.
You don't need to disagree. You don't need to disagree where you not cross check the fact. I don't give.
I disagree. No, I disagree.
This is not
government will put money. Before that, they will give the people the money wanted. They will give the people the money wanted.
This is not a good pattern for the SLPP.
That sounds a bit.
Thank you very much. Okay, we open the line now.
I have not said anything, and he has interrupted. This is bad for the SLPP. Not to say they do public debate, and you stayed too long in this platform.
No. I did not. I corrected you.
You have to accommodate.
No,
you have to allow the other person to speak.
Government not they give money to dealer for letting on his price. Before that, you give the
Let us end the 1 minute.
You don't give so much things away untrue. I have not come in. I have respected you enough. I think you will give me that kind of respect again as a young one. Please.
My friend, you have the floor. You have the floor, see what you have to say.
Yeah, okay, time. You get 1 minute more.
Yeah, but you give me 1 minute and he's interrupting, creating unnecessary.
All right, move now.
Give him another 5 minutes.
These people can't have power. They manage the economy poorly. You're talking about 55% of the inflation rate. This was not what you meant. This is where you took it to. And because now come on, you should be ashamed to come public and say, well, we are sorry for mismanaging the economy. You might take great institutions of the state where they make money for the state, when I give them out to private individuals, and those monies are not coming back to the consolidated fund. This is where our economy is tied down to bad policies of this government, where they make anything. Institutions like Zulab, where they make over $6 million for the state, they take and engage to private people.
Okay, thank you very much, AKK. Thank you very much. The last question, and this is important. Doctor, I'm sure we don't see you many times, and of course, we see you PR way they do around the electoral justice. It don't seem for go away. Thousands of people then they watch now, and a lot of people don't they watch, don't they care. We don't get, name those politicians don't care, and even to myself, we forget another person, another, I think MS Bangura from Germany, therefore can't talk about the electoral justice. Is there anywhere for say there will be a rerun or this implementation, all the 84 recommendation, because this seem for die out, especially on social media, even in the countries, because they see those videos that are coming from those meetings. You get 1 minute of the maximum of 2 minutes for let you help because a lot, and like I said, thousands of people and they watch at this platform, and this topic doesn't for die anytime soon. 2 minutes, sir.
The electoral justice concept, we losing candidate, then they parade around like a deliberate attempt for misinformed people. There is nothing like that in Sierra Leone. We have laws. We have electoral laws and we have a constitution. The constitution says that when you are in dispute of election results, especially presidential election, you have 7 days to go to the Supreme Court and contest those results. If you choose not to go there, it's because you don't have evidence. If you had evidence, you would go there. So this question of electoral justice is a convoluted way of misinforming the people. I want to make people they believe there will be no rerun, no go exchange, no court or anybody will come back and say we have to rerun elections. The elections were run in 2023, and they are ones that have been declared. The president has been sworn in. He has been running the country for the past 2 years. And for say after 2 years, we're going to go back when there is no legal.
Okay. Thank you very much.
When there is no legal contest, except social media banter.
Thank you very much.
Untenable. We don't know for believe that. And AKK self-talk, Amanda, is saying that social media, sleep people, because not to APC talks.
You happy when we don't get something from the government, and of course, AKK, you're very active on social media, and you self know exactly the question I asked. And the same question, you get 2 minutes. Tomorrow we get Ms. Bangua there, then get another information. You get 2 minutes. AKK, you mute.
I go listen to the program tomorrow for listening to MS Bangura. But as a party, I am sure we are on the right trajectory and we're moving on. I understand electoral justice for the implementation of the tripartite recommendations, which is ongoing, and where there are challenges, we are bringing up those challenges to ensure the right thing is being done. Any other thing apart from that one day, I will wait for listening from MS Bangura. And I think that's the right way for go. But as far as me concerned, and as far as the party is concerned, we are moving towards restructuring the party. And when we do that one day, we are going to convention and getting a flag bearer. Whatever any other person believes, I am sure if the person is a member of the party, they will communicate to the party, and the party leadership will make the necessary pronouncements.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So we'll take 6 calls then, Famule. 1 minute. We can open the line now. Just 6 calls, please. We can open the line now. The number 9. They'll take the first call. Just 1 minute, and it's sharp. We'll say 1 minute. Now 1 minute. If you get question or comments, 1 minute. 1 minute. Go ahead. First call.
Good evening.
Whose side they call from?
They call from the Komon Tok family.
All right, go ahead, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A big, what you mean this suggest is when they bring them politician there, I want to bring somebody from the market. Make it can explain exactly if they buy a buy 1 million yesterday, today na 50 cents. That now one. Two. I don't know how some of you get for going on our grave tomorrow. The money will be amassed because we put in politics. If that money they get for do tomorrow or go bribe God because of the deceit the nation. Please, the importance of rice. We did the bring rice can yesterday we did sell at 1 million euros. And today we did bring them, we did sell at 650,000. How much they buy yesterday?
Okay, thank you very much. One minute. We add another voice. Thank you very much, my brother. One minute. All right. We'll take another voice here. 1 minute. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, this is a call from England.
Okay, you get 1 minute, sir. Go ahead.
I just want to tell this message to Ekiti. I hope they listen, they hearing me. This talk all when they go and talk, say then they can't have power, then they can't have power. If they not act now, they follow the ruling party 2027, and then will do the thing they need and do their reforms. Then they will not set the stage for the beginning of the election. It better let them stand up now. Let them stand up after the elections to make something change. If not that, they will follow them something then go back to 2023 way. This talk already go. They're not going to see governments that then get the state machinery, the police, soldier man them.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. One minute. Would they add another voice? Thank you very much. Yeah, would they take another voice? Yes, call outside the call from. Whose side they call from?
This is Dubai caller. How are you, Paul?
Yeah, Dubai caller. Thank you for joining us. Yes, you get 1 minute.
Yeah, well, Mr. AKK, I just want to clarify something. Because you say the price will go down now because of the international market. That make it go down. And you say the government wicked because they impose still 20% tax. Then after you can't say no, the government they pay people and for let the price go down. So I want to say stand. Are the government they pay for let the price go down or the international market don't go down? And if the international market don't go down, the trade go up. Why would I be saying the government? Why would I be blame the way the government is in the Ukraine war and the international community no? So that part I want to clarify because you don't put two segments now. You see the government they give money, or they go down. They after it's in the international community don't put on the outside market. Then give me a chance to tell Mr. Alpha Kan thank you. This part is saved me. 2007 election, they arrest me for political reasons. And the part is we call the LUC Nakono. The late President Pakaba Kolam, he talked to him, he free me up. Mr. Kan, I meet you now the Parliament Chief in house, Namafoki. I tell you thank you. At the first time the Parliament Chief introduced you to me, say, this young man is also person. I introduce Mr. to you and we share a number. Thank you very much for that you do. I've been 5 days in prison. Now this part Alpha Kan, a very good person. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. And that day you say appreciate me. You say you're glad for the investment.
All right, thank you very much, Dubai caller.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Would you add another voice? Yes. Yeah, we take another voice. Yes. Call outside the call from Jibila from New Jersey.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Komon Tok. Good evening, Honourable Kan. Good evening, young AKK. It's Jibila from New Jersey.
All right.
What I want to say quickly, I don't know how somebody, when a husband, they beat him with, they smoke, they drink, they tell him first boy picking, say, they not do what they do. How mad be you go champion, power sharing? Then they not begin doing now. Even the tripartite, for the man for implement and force, it don't work. Tripartite. Now this man they can't talk about power share, you know. If papa they beat me, my mama, then they drink the smoke, then they tell me back, see me smaller, they look the bar. Let me not do what they do. It don't make sense. Because Alpha Kan an honorable man. Also thinking we can talk, I can get transient amnesia. Like we call itself GPS, you know, something age can make with GPS then get a recalculation. They lost the satellite signal. But how somebody we know the share power now, the champion power sharing. Then this man here, all they talk about the Kush. Alpha Kan don't do a lot of chemistry.
All right,
you don't need evidence for sure. Say Kush they kill people in the
1 minute. One minute.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. All right. So this will be the second issue. Yes, call outside. They call from
Constance Alina. They call from the US.
Constance Alina. They get 1 minute.
Mr. Komon Tok, thank you so much for the good work we do and the history you get today. You see, the reason why make me not support that power sharing business day. You know, Alpha Kan are one of the good reasons why make me not go support power sharing, because you know they benefit with the ordinary people and the politicians. Then. The very Alpha Kan way they increase this power government. Now the man that we don't tell we say SLPP, they're not even good for their own self-existence. So if they can't share power, my brother, trust me. Now they don't benefit not to for with the ordinary man, they not go benefit with. Lastly, when it comes to this drug lord who get at the country, one thing Wale Alpha Kan know that there are some people who go pay for sin we not to them commit. They don't tell me say they don't know say we get drug lord in that country.
Right.
You know, when they come, they deceive people. I don't know. Actually,
okay, thank you very much.
Mercy,
one minute.
And pray for forgiveness that they come, they deceive the people. And thank you. God bless you.
All right, 1 minute. We'll take this. Will be probably so. Family, we're so sorry. The line don't choke some kind way. Family, we will just want to see. Yeah, we'll just take this last call first. Yes, caller. Who's the call from?
Good evening, Mr. Komon Tok. Good evening, Alpha Kan. Good evening, AKK. This is Abdul K from the US.
Abdul, thank you for joining us. You get 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you. If we look through the electoral processes, you will find out one of the most commendable one at 2018. Where election take place, the opposition win more seats than the ruling party. If they be allowed and they for work, sometimes we will see good changes in Sierra Leone. But waiting the ruling party do, filing an injunction, remove 10 parliamentarians, replace them without conducting election. So waiting at the trust for say they were able for handle power sharing. But look at the case of Paulo Conte. We can cut and short. Now then call him say can help we pan the COVID fight because of the experience pan the Ebola. They go there, then go all for treason. Ebo, one man with pistol. Now Rambo, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So, Fambu, as we say, except otherwise, we go tap first the call center. Let we get chance to panelists for respond. Fambu, okay. All right. Okay. Yes. That will be the last bonus. So it will be the bonus call. Yes. Who's the call from, caller?
Yes, Mr. Komon Tok. Thank you very much. Me, Ahmed, I call from UK.
Ahmed, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. I just want to ask Alpha Kan. You know, the word we say constitutionalism, you don't use this word and you don't emphasize on it means power sharing. But as I speak to you, I don't go in Oxford Dictionary, they check that word. You know, even that I don't know if you can even define that word, what it means, and which part of the dictionary we get that word exactly. And again, I just want to assure the two speakers, because I think you said a doubt on the electoral justice fight for say, there is not going to be any election 2028. Let me get that clear in Alpha Kan for say, what's it happen 2023? We know they accept and we know go move further. You get to be at the detriment of the APC, you get to be at the detriment of the SLPP. But you're not going to know this until they waste their time, then drag their foot, they will go to convention or other things.
Okay.
We will never accept this one.
Very much, Ahmed. Okay, thank you very much.
Alpha Kan for know this.
Okay, 1 minute. Thank you very much for today. Like, we apologize. We know that 2 minutes with the Guna Naya, but this not all we don't agree say now 1 minute because of time. La bring you doc, like thousands of a lot of people, hundreds of calls and the inside, but not going to take all. La bring you come Honourable AKK. La
Yes.
bring you force inside. Yeah, go ahead. Don't listen to the callers across the world. Which thing you take? You mute.
I think the callers there resonate with me on the fact say a power sharing deal has no benefits to the people. It is a mindset of selfish and dishonest politicians. We all then seek their own personal benefits and not the benefits of the people. There are countries we not get political tension and then they do well even with a first past the post. Sadly, after the 2023 elections, we get areas them like in the Western area, like even inside Moloko district, for example, not get member of parliament. Mangi not get member of parliament. Koya upper Koya outside constituency, they not get member of parliament. We don't want that kind of representation wherein you go na Cambia now as today Mambolo no be get representation. Tom Koliba no be get where be gets the MP don't die. So now they get a shift. Then people and they don't lost quality representation because of the PR system. This is not helping the country in any way. Again, how do you, as a government, think just what you wanna think now in law? What you wanna think now for impose on the people? And when they remove the 10 MPs, for me, we get a better scenario even before the Ghana. Because even Ghana, at a point in time when the opposition be the lead parliament, I think that is a clear understanding of how you progress a nation. But when President Bio take that action for going to court, manipulate the judiciary at the time for give them ruling, we favor them, I was a bit worried how they reach that level. But like okay, say temne, I'm can tell and today we see people like Alpha Kan coming out clearly to show they were the manipulators of the democracy. But I want to say this to him, that this will not work and this is bad precedence for our children. He has said it.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
They don't worry again.
AKK.
They don't worry again about politics. They worry about we when are the young one them. We are the young one them. We don't worry. We don't want a system that will disinfrastructure. I want, when I do wrong, the people forget the power for change me. You understand? But if in a PR system,
okay, AKK, thank you very much. 3 minutes. Lowy allowed Dawkins forgive 3 minutes based on the calls we can inside.
I did deal with the calls them one in series as they came. The first call I say they for bring independent trader next time. I agree with you. Let them can confirm say rest have been 1,000 now na 650,000. 650 million. Then AKK, the man where they talk to you, say, make una prepare for cause chaos and all that. He's an inciter. Don't listen to him. I don't say the APC not get that kind of thing. The APC is interested in democracy, not to confusion and chaos. Then number 3, they say make you clarify the position of the price, how you derive the price of the. That is up to you. First, you say a government they bribe for let the price go down. Then you say the import, I mean the international price and all that. So that's up to you. The real power sharing is for the people. Definitely, it's not for us, the politicians. The politicians will always find a way for make you survive. Sometimes some of them get them business, they them farm and all that. But not for the ordinary people where they suffer. So that is exactly what we are fighting for. Power sharing is for the people, and that goes for number 5 also. Number 6, Abdul from the US. Yeah, your position was that, I don't understand you. Okay. Then number 7, you say elections in 2028. Electoral justice is a waste of time now. Yes, it is. So we go for elections in 2028. And that's what we are going to do. So, but to answer the question, the issue that AKK touched on, the MP's mandate name, so most of the people don't understand. This is a multi-member constituency, not a single-member constituency. It is politically correct. The district is your constituency. So if you are in Cambia district, you're not the MP for people in Tonkolimba. AKK, you are the MP for Mambolo. AKK, every single one of you is an MP for
the efficiency. The efficiency.
It is very efficient. It is very efficient. In fact, you have more people now representing you than one. You have more people. You have more people representing you than one. That is why it's called a multi-member. You have 6 members of parliament in Cambia who will look after every constituency. Now, not begin this ship and say, this is not new tough, this is not new area.
Yeah. As I talk to you, so now we get hundreds of calls from the people in the big. They say if you go able to entertain at least for the next five more calls.
No, but this one now, really. This is well, since it's the first time I can hire, I will concede. I will give you the 5 minutes, the 5 calls.
five callers.
Tell them to be civil and polite. This is not issues for begin to attack people's personalities and things like that. You self-control that.
No, now when it comes to this are now open call. What we know they do we know they allow posting for calls, but for posting for let is say in mind waiting government to do. We open for that.
We agree. That's a free speech.
All right. So we take 5 more calls. Of course, we don't get here. Call outside the call from.
All right. I mean, it's one I the call from McKinney.
Okay, you get 1 minute.
Thank you very much. Like the Honourable Alpha Kan does say, power sharing to me is very essential in any national United Nations. A country we want for develop, power sharing is necessary. Then making true the Honourable KK, they emphasize no need for power sharing. So Honourable Alpha Kan rightly said that a selfish person only go get that toss. They say power sharing not good. You can be an APC man if you SLPP win, and go call everybody. That an inclusive governance. That's what me define that. Now an inclusive governance. If you power sharing, they meaning all this sonko first will depend. So
okay, my brother, thank you very much. 1 minute. So they take thank you very much. All right, we will take another one. Yes, call outside the call from.
Mr. Komon Tok, I call from the home of the Cowboys.
Cool, thank you. You get 1 minute. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, let God bless we all, boy. Let God bless Salon. Let's start with the fight against drugs. Yesterday they talked about the treatment and prevention plan. It's very easy. We all know the main source. We know how the smoke they come up. Most of them play in the catch case are the unfortunate one, the way they find opportunity for go make money. But if SLPP government really serious for fed drugs, what do they need for do? They replace the head of the drug task force. They replace the head of the airport, they replace the head of Wataki, they replace the head of Marine Times. At least we'll be able to solve the problem to an extent. If we're able to eliminate and we'll reduce it to very low. I got 3 questions here quick. 2 questions for Alaji Bakare and 1 question for AKK. Alaji, you don't feel say you help SLPP in a way they do them favor for the APC stay in opposition?
All right. Then also, now 1 minute, as we all know, now 1 minute, please.
I'll get 2 more questions.
No, so okay, you call, but if you pass a meet up, that's fine. Yes, call outside the call from.
This is Kailondo.
Yeah, Kailondo, you get 1 minute. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, sir. This is the go to Mr. Alpha Kan. Mr. Alpha Kan will not say where APC been there on Tigi one during Pashakin time. SI Kuruma. When be the young man that will be the come up. Now make SI Kuruma no get power. SI Kuruma get Masanki farm. Now put lock up. We're a very productive business. What in a young farm where you don't do for put lock up people there? Then AKK. Why you not go mobilize you man the law now all go to wear that red berry? SLPP they afraid that red berry una wear am. You are respect you. Any candidate will come out now make sure they will take AKK as vice president. That they try to add the condition of Samura Kamara, Mr. AKK. Is this still qualified to be a flag bearer of the APC party? What in our own program now we do on that? Please,
Thank you very much. All right, will you take second to last call? Then we are done. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, me now, Honourable Abdul K.
Yeah, Honourable, thank you for joining us. Yeah, you get 1 minute.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much. For me, I think the discussion about the power sharing, it's a no-go area. Because Kotalfa they showed the studio. Now 1 person is very aware about the dangers of having one party system. And so we understand why they think about sharing power. When them come, in 2018, let me think about that. I don't ever think say, okay, our time go down for you relinquish power. Now only when they come for relinquish power, it's any kind of divisive means. I think say when somebody win, allow them make a pick in your own cabinet, just like with the President Building say. Say in the pick people and based on
Honorable, thank you very much. 1 minute. Would you take? Yeah, thank you very much. This will be the last call for tonight. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, Mr. Komon Tok, thank you so much. May God bless you, God bless your family. I guess the question for Alpha Kan. For Mr. Alpha Kan, since you don't begin politics and that comes today, I want to ask him, what are the developments you don't bring Ghana in tongue when I pull local? Which you don't do beside the hotel we build for NSSF, which you don't do for the people in that country today. And in lifetime, we go left a legacy for that country today. And number two, sorry for not to a passionate question, but I want to say we need because we in a public servant here for do something for the people. Number two, power share, you know, to for Gonia. You know, as they come with a program where they come for Tonangi. Then say we people will tell everybody will tell us. After that, ABC will don't be one party system, where they don't do a party, Shaki in your time. There's a fun for do the same thing for Tonangi. Why you not let people point and continue to Alpha Kan? You don't carry the issue right now. Remember now for the break support, they know of going on the right side. Why you don't go talk the right thing, the truth?
All right.
You decide for the same. Why they do that? So they do power share, you know to do for
okay, thank you very much.
Now look at the election. Why I know we just go into the election now go back to power back. Why they talk about share power sharing? I want party system around when I continue. You know go work.
Thank you very much.
Alpha Kan, you know go work.
Okay, this will be that will be the last call for tonight. At least we apologize for that, Fambule, and the side where we will take I think let me just raise. All right, so let's take 5 of these. This one say all we need to avoid tension. Lami Denke from Facebook. All we need to avoid tension after election is to conduct a free, fair, credible, and transparent election. That's they come up from. And this one they come up from. This one they come up from Emmanuel. He said, I wonder if AKK listening to himself with all them constituencies will not get representation. Them still in a parliament, they enjoy betrayal. Nemesis go catch now all. And this one they come up from, I think that the same person. Let's move the other person. This one they come up from Bang. The Bang is a partial is definitely not the way forward. The hidden agenda behind it is for the current administration to remain in control and avoid accountability for their past action. And this one, they say, Jerry Brown, they say, Alpha Kan said the president was sworn in after 2023 elections. Why was there no inauguration? That's the comment of Jerry for his book. This one, they come up from Mary J. He said, while government is performing, this Alpha Kan is annoying to watch. People are suffering from hardship, and you are lying about the government performance. All right, so now they be, we swear. This one, they come out from, this one, they say, Alpha Kan, we are not here to make fun with all your deceitful messages. And we'll just take 2 more and then we see the mic. They will still wait maybe sometime AKK. I don't know if pressed and I phone the again problem. This one they say they say first let's get our democracy on the ground standing by implementing the 84 recommendations. Then we can talk about power sharing. All this should be represented in both parliament and executive. And all right, so now we just see, just take 2 more on the upper part, and then we, of course, family, we apologize. We don't say hundreds of messages in time. Yes, I know, say time don't between. Yes, Kelvin say thank you very much. And of course, thank you very much for kicking. And this one, they say we are set to position. All right. Okay, so you don't listen the 6 calls a week inside, and of course, you don't take a sample of the text messages. Over to you.
Over to me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So when I say power sharing is necessary, the man will get sense. The man will not selfish. The man will look for. He is not a gambler. You know, want for when in get, nobody else not get. Because winner takes all, it means nobody else not they get, and one person will get. And that's not what we want as a country to move forward. That at some point, I show when people then see the points, then we carry on. But call say for Fed Kush and replace some of this is a recommendation we will make. I'm sure those who they listen and get the power for do that, they think, but there are also other considerations. This is not your subjective view. Somebody else, the same man, the same he wants for the APC stay in opposition and all that. Well, yes, but now I don't want them for let them stay in opposition. I want to let the country go before. And if the SLPP get the right policies, where I believe at the moment that they get the right policies, but let the country go before, like the free education, like the fit salon and all that. I support that. Now I make a deal with them. And I've been the APC when they appoint me. So I'm not being don't join them. I joined them only last year. So Kailondo, you say what me don't do for me people then. Of course, Kailondo, I rest at the plant. Right now I get 4 farms in 4 communities, 3 in Port Loko and 1 in Bombali. I did per harvest. So that is carrying on. So that is my own way of doing that. Maybe me not to possibly plant trees. It's like I don't plant them one day. But we were looking at the feed salon. I would try. So I did plant rest and I did harvest rest. And it's not for me. It's for everybody. We do them in a cooperative. The one-party system. This is so far away from it. This is Honourable Latif. I don't even understand what I mean by inclusive governance. Inclusive governance means all parties they can inside. However, all parties could be one party. 10 parties they inside, 20 parties they inside one party. It's not possible. Not to bear with the make. So the Honourable, you talk about development rice farms. Okay, the same person talk about what me they do. So again, yes, now the rice farms me they do. Then you say the power sharing no good. But let me tell you, democracy is not about who one winner takes all. It's about who takes part, not who that take all. Now that's not the issue. Then Mr. Jerry, no, government is. Somebody say government is performing. Yes, it is. Government is performing. That we believe in, and we are going to continue on that track. 2028. The people who feel it, but then go vote for this government.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable, for sparing the time. And Famulem, look like say AKK gets serious issue with within line, so I'm not sure say we will join away again as time don't be three, and perhaps maybe we'll just tap aya. Hopefully, we hope say then conversation there will continue at a time when opportunity will be. It's been a pleasure. Fambo Naso Naso would draw the curtain here. Of course, the other side for the answer, AKK, but so Lord, we just forgive, we also forgive all, and just call it a day. Until then, me now, Mr. Komon Tok, I'll be there with the presidential spokesperson, Dr. Alpha Kan. Anything, any last word we say before we say goodbye?
Yes, I have a last word. Two issues. We got 2 issues we're very important. We'll discuss this next.
Okay.
The one at Kush. The Kush government, they do everything possible for them. They don't set up a task force. In fact, they start raids now. They are not targeting those people who are selling. Because if you sell, if you know that supply you, and then it's just when they get them, they will take them to the supplier. So we're trying to get to the sources of this stuff. And on the power sharing business, on the Kush business, when you go establish routine and call like how when they do COVID, we'll get a 117 and all that. So anytime you see somebody.
Have you answered a question? One of you say you have an answer, Seth, when I talk about the Kush, like when they talk about so how many rehab center government don't create? And we understand.
Okay, there is a rehab center at Hastings.
Yeah, that is and then this year. Yeah.
Okay, there's one in Bo.
2.
There is one now being planned in McKinney, should be finishing. One in Mile 91, and one in Port Loko, when Honourable Ibrahim Bundu of the APC leadership, we set down the up. That's been opened, and the day for the mental health day. Mr. Bigode. And in fact, NPHA Director General don't go there. He don't go visit and did for yesterday. There's another one in Kenya also, where one lady, he said,
We're gonna give we be no votes. But anyway, you come up from the government side. Maybe something a new one day where they not be announced it, make it itself. So one 3 1 day we know, but I think one day na Daru, like we say, I mean, don't mention none itself, Hastings, and the one they say the around, I think then can be a part. But anyway, we
one
get
can be a one.
all right, and AKK don't join now. Of course, you don't know with your last word now. It's fine. If you be listen, you want to respond, that's fine. We can have you now for go in case you want go now. AKK can still continue for answer you on because it be the listen. I'm sure say probably be the listen, not so. Be a follow, not so. Okay. AKK's issue with I don't know. I think you mute. You mute. I hope says next time we'll get you in a future rather than the provinces because we really struggle today and people are staying back for you clearly. You just struggle. You still mute. AKK, you still mute. Nobody know there. Okay, all right. Okay, family, now we just stop the program here. Until then, una bye-bye. Yes.
Night.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Good night till next time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. With love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one. Inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon Tok, where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon Tok, where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in, Komon Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in, Komon Tok. On the streets of Freetown, to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we know the shine. Vibrations, pressures, no good die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from the seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon Tok, you go hear me loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From Salon to the world, we dey stand tall. Come here we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Choice from politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come from. Komon Tok, place to be with the young and care for you and me. Komon Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make una hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Not Komon Tok, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From Salon to the world, where they stand tall.